All right, good morning, fifth graders. I hope yesterday went well for you. I know I was up late because I'm in America trying to answer your questions. What I failed to mention yesterday was that we have 4 new students in class. They are Sissy Leo, Clara Choi, Johnny Lee, and Shin Jin Hee. I believe it's Jin Hee. Does anyone have any questions for the new students? Jerome? No, they are not from Mars. Junie? I don't know how big their feet are. Does anyone have a legitimate question? Aiden? Huh? No, they are not part of a K-pop group. Let's just stop there and welcome them when we get the chance. We look forward to meeting the 4 of you when we return to class. Alright, so today is Tuesday, so we only have class in the morning. You have specials in the afternoon, and you can look on Class Dojo to see what your specials teachers have for you to do. I want to remind you that when I post things for you to do on iExcel, either language arts or math, you have to do the section that I posted. It's not a free choice. Also, reading A to Z, if you have a chance to read any level book, that's when you have your choice. So iExcel, you do what I ask. Reading A to Z, it's more your choice. Today, for math, you'll once again be on iExcel, and you'll be doing some more decimal multiplication of decimals. With that though, you'll have 4 problems that you'll have to write in your homework notebook. After that is character education, and you'll have 2 questions I want you to think about humility and what that means as a 5th grader. Then for reading, there'll be 2 different groups where we'll have some stories that we have to read. They are expository text, and I'll talk a little bit about them later when I talk about your 5-paragraph essay that you're going to write. The final thing that you're going to be doing is that 5-paragraph essay, which I'm going to talk to you about in a moment. So your first question today might be, Mr. Lesevich, are you really using a refrigerator door as a whiteboard? And the answer to that is yes. But what I really want to talk about are expository texts. You've read these before. They're informational texts that usually tell facts about a person, a place, or a thing. Then other features of expository texts are, they have headings, and they have photographs in them, diagrams, and captions. But most importantly, they're non-fiction texts. And what's important about these expository texts is as you write your 5-paragraph essay today, you're going to be writing it in the style of an expository text. Yesterday, you began to define words that had to do with the new science unit, Earth systems. And the 4 primary Earth systems are the atmosphere, hydrosphere, geosphere, and biosphere. What you're going to be doing today and the rest of the week is working on an essay about all 4 of those systems. And in your essay, you can include things like what are the parts of the atmosphere, or what are the parts of the hydrosphere. You could write about the location of each of those spheres. You could write about how they work together, and you can write about what they do. The choice is up to you. As I said, you were going to write a 5-paragraph essay, but you might say, Mr. Lesevich, there's 4 Earth systems, and in a 5-paragraph essay, we normally only have 3 topics, and that is very true. So in actuality, what you're going to be writing is a 6-paragraph essay. The first paragraph will be the introduction paragraph, and then the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th paragraphs will be about either the atmosphere, the hydrosphere, the geosphere, the biosphere. And then the 6th paragraph will be your concluding statement. Now, I know most of you are really good at writing 5-paragraph essays, and so this shouldn't be too big of a problem. And I'm going to show you a little bit more on what I'm looking for in this as well. But in a few moments, you'll get a chance to research about these topics. The research you do can be on the internet, but I'm also going to be posting a few pages from the science book and a few videos that you could watch as well. Now, it will be important that you cite all your sources. So if you find it on the internet, you have to cite it. If you use the literature that I am providing, you have to cite it. Whatever you use, whatever resource you use to write this report, you have to cite at the end. I am including on the Class Dojo page a checklist for you so you know whether or not you have gotten everything that you need to do in order to do this essay. What's important to remember also is that for writing and science, you will be working on this all week long. So I don't know if that just made sense to you, but science class is basically going to be you writing this essay. So you don't have to get it all done today. You'll be working on it for the rest of the week, and this will be your primary writing assignment. So I'm looking for excellent grammar. I'm looking for excellent punctuation, and you know how to write good paragraphs. But I'm also looking for good information that just isn't repeated from a book or an internet, but something that's put into your own words as well. So I hope that helps. All right, today's homework notebook entries. You'll see that I titled the top of the page Tuesday, February 4th. You should do the same. For math, you see those 4 questions there. I'm also going to post those on Class Dojo, so you don't have to really write those down right now. But those 4 questions should be solved, showing your work in your notebook, just like I have it there. Then skip a few lines and write the character education questions. In the spaces in between, write the answers to those questions. You will also have some reading questions. For those reading questions, if you're able to print them out, well, then you can write right on the sheet. Otherwise, you should copy the questions into the notebook and then answer them. It might seem like it takes a little bit of time, but we need to include the questions with the answers in the notebook. That's important. Now, for the essay, I want you to write the essay in your notebook as well. So that might take a couple pages, but it's all going to be neatly organized. The key here is that you need to leave space between the paragraphs, because as I said, you are writing an expository text. So, as you do it, you have to remember to title your essay. So, I don't know, think of something better than Earth Systems. Well, use your imagination. Then, because it's an expository text, before each paragraph, you need to come up with a heading. So, basically, what's the main idea of each paragraph? Then you write your paragraph. You skip a few lines, have a new heading. So if your first paragraph was about the atmosphere, maybe you actually write 2 paragraphs about the atmosphere. That's okay. Anyways, your second topic would be, it could be the ecosphere. Not the ecosphere, the biosphere. So then you would write the heading, the paragraph, leave some space. And then you go to the next one. Heading, paragraph, finish with that, leave some space. Heading, paragraph, leave some space. And then the 6th paragraph would be your heading and then your concluding statement. The reason why we're leaving some space in between is because I'm going to require you to include at least 2 diagrams or 2 pictures with your essay. Now we're only doing 1 draft, in part because it's a little hard to edit it. So take your time and write these out to the best of your ability. I know you guys can do this. You've been doing some really good work, and I actually look forward to seeing some of these things. So hopefully it's important that you're writing your notebook like this. We need to keep it organized. We need to keep it neat. And if you do that, we're not going to have any problems. All right, 5th grade. I hope yesterday went well for you, and I hope you do learn a lot today. And that will be all you have to do for today. We'll see you tomorrow.